Today we are here with Aljaž Pegan, our former world champion on horizontal bar. Aljaž Pegan is one of the most experienced and successful Slovenian gymnasts. He is best known for his achievements on the horizontal bar. He won 1 gold and 3 silver world championship medals on horizontal bar and multiple European championships medals. Pegan also has 2 gymnastic skills named after him. During his career, he many times thought that after the end of his career, he won't work in gymnastics. But quite the contrary happened. After retiring from competition, he became involved with the Turkish Gymnastics Federation, and he currently works on the Turkish Technical Committee, bridging the gap between athletes, coaches, and the federation. He attended Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games as representative of male athletes. Now at Paris Olympic Games, he represented all athletes, and as the president of the Federation International Gymnastics Athletes Commission, he became a member of the FIG Executive Board. He continues to contribute to the sport through his work with the Gymnastics Federation of Slovenia, shaping the future of gymnastics both nationally and internationally. He also holds a degree in sports coaching, which he started to study at the end of his gymnastics career. So, Aljaž, at what point in your active sporting career did you start thinking about life after gymnastics?
My gymnastic career was quite long. I started when I was 6 and I finished when I was 39 years old. And I think that after 20 years of age, then I started to think about, okay, what I will do in my life. So you have your own needs. You want to go out with friends, you want to spend some money, and my family was not rich, so I need to get this money. And luckily I was, as you mentioned, I think you mentioned already, I was employed by Slovenian army. So I get my salary from them. And that time, really, I can tell you, if I couldn't get this money from them, I would start to think, okay, I need to do something. Okay, anyway, I started to do, besides gymnastics, many things. I had my, together with my brother, we run a cafe, so I had some, at that time I started to think about my future. I started to think that I will need to do something else beside this. And I was not sure what, but I said, okay, every time when I was good, when I had results, it was very easy. I said, oh, it's good gymnastics, I will do gymnastics as long as possible. But then, when it goes down, and it happened many times, I said, shit, I need to do something else. So, it was good that I had this thing with the cafe. So, when I was not good in gymnastics, I said, okay, no problem. I have another job, I will do this, forget about gymnastics. It was very good for my psychology during my career.
Okay, so let's take a step back. You mentioned that you were employed at military as a professional athlete gymnast, which often comes with benefits like financial stability and access to facilities. So could you describe more how has this position helped you to maintain focus and motivation on your gymnastics career?
I think I mentioned already. It was really, I didn't need to think about what I will do, how I will earn my money. I was just focused on gymnastics. But when gymnastics is not going by the plan, then this comes okay, because every year you need results to renew the contract every year. So if there was, let's say I was a European champion in 2004, and then I was 2004 I was 6th at the World Championship, and then 2 years later I was 4th at the World Championship, but then it was nothing. World Cups, yes, okay, good results, but European Championship, World Championship, nothing until let's say, I don't know, let's say 4 or 5 years, nothing. And this period was really difficult. So to stay in gymnastics or not, and for sure I would quit if I wouldn't have this contract with our government. And also it's it's kind of psychological support that you know that you're not just alone there. And okay, I didn't have any benefits on the facilities because it's a special. Even for gymnastics we didn't have many facilities at that time in Slovenia, and I was training all the time in the same gym, but mostly it was financial support.
So we've heard that you many times mentioned during your career that you don't see yourself continuing gymnastics after your career. What made you reconsider and dive back into the gymnastics world in a different role?
Yeah, really, I never thought I would stay in gymnastics because I said there is no opportunities in gymnastics, especially because in gymnastics, there is not a lot of money, and what can you do? And I really didn't want to be a coach of a high-level gymnast because I know how much time my coach spent in the gym, and I didn't want to spend all my life in the gym. But then suddenly happened that after I finished my career, my federation sent me as a head of delegation to the World Championship, and I met my friends from Turkey there. Suat just became a president a year before that, so he asked me to come to. I finished my studies as so I became a coach officially, a gymnastic coach, and then everything was just put together, and I was really happy at that time. I said, okay, I don't want to be coach, but let's try. And so it started. So I was a coach for first 2 or 3 years. I was a coach of one gymnast, high bar specialist, but I didn't want to stay in Turkey, so I was just traveling forth and back, and it's impossible to coach somebody in this way. I knew it, but they were persistent, and they say, okay, let's do it. It's going on well, and we can see the progress. So we continued, but then this guy quit gymnastics, so I focused more on the team, and I'm still helping the team with my experience. I don't want to be involved so much directly on a training, but after training or during training, from discussions with coach, and I can with coaches, and with also I'm a member of technical committee and president about the future, about the strategy of the gymnastics in Turkey, and I really enjoy this role. Also, as an athlete representative, I didn't have these plans. So within this, when I started to work with Turkish Federation, then I was more and more involved. I was traveling to many competitions, and I like this situation to see from the other side, from the other point of view, what is going on, and it was so interesting for me. So at one point I decided, okay, I will try to run for this position of athletes representative. I was elected, and this was so nice experience, really good experience, to see everything from different point of view. And I can tell you that every year I'm more and more involved in gymnastics, and it's really great. I like it so much, and I'm thankful to this opportunity.
Great. So can you describe to us how did the help from the system and Slovenian Federation influence you to pursue studies for a coach at the faculty and other jobs at the end of your career? How did the Slovenian Federation help you? And
first, I can tell you the most important is family. You need to have, if you have good support from the family, then it's much easier. But in this case, in my case, I always thought, okay, I have so many experience life, I don't think it's so necessary to study. Even though my parents always push me, you need to study, you need to study, you need to study. But you know, if life is okay, if you don't have, if you have some money, you have something to do, you don't have time to spend this money, then everything looks good. Say, okay, I don't need something else. But then I was lucky to have these people at the federation who also pushed me. They always showed me, okay, let's try this. Look, here is the opportunity. Here you can do this, you can do this. And so I remember very clear, we were at the competition and they told me, okay, the one program will start at this faculty for coaches. You should do this. Suddenly I said, okay, I will try. But you need to help me to feel everything, to get ready for this. They said, no problem, we'll do it. And really, I did it. I did it, but it went quite slowly. But anyway, I have all the support from the federation, from the coaches, ex-coaches who are also involved in the university. I did it just at the end of my career. I finished the studies, and then I was also part of second career project. This project just started in Slovenian Olympic Committee at that time. So I was one of the, I think, 3 or 4 athletes who were taking part, and this allowed me to get the financial support after my career for 1 or 2 years to finish the studies. This was really a great project, and I'm also happy that the people from Federation always support me in my career and help me a lot.
Okay, so for many young athletes or gymnasts, the moment of transition from active sport to another career can be unclear. When did you feel that your journey as an athlete was coming to an end, and how did you realize it was time to move on into a new chapter?
Yeah, I never had clear plans when I will finish career or what I will do next. But I think, let's say, 3 or 4 years before the end of my career, I was just fed up with this gymnastics. I couldn't find enough motivation to do it. It was difficult for me because I had some back problems, some pain, and it's so difficult to start every day, just to start the training. And my coach was really good in this, how to motivate me to start the training. But at that time I said, okay, I'm not sure I can do it for long. And I can tell you that the last 2 years my goal was just to stay in the shape, to go to the competition. Doesn't matter what kind of result I will get, just to not to get injured and to renew the contract with the army, with the government. And at that time, this time, I was really thinking of what I will do next. But since I still had this cafe with my brother, I said, okay, I will do this, and then I will find a way what to do next. But it was so difficult for me to think about my next life, my different career as a employee somewhere, sitting 8 hours in the office, and every day by day be there. I said, this is crazy. I'm not sure I can do this. And I'm telling you, I was lucky, and I cannot imagine how the athletes, how they feel when they need to think about or they care about their future, or even during the career, to earn the money to survive. It's so difficult life. Yeah, and I don't know what kind of advice I can give them, but first, I think first thing is that you must have something out of the sport. Must have hobbies, because from a hobby, from something what you like, it can grow something bigger. Even maybe this will be your next job, or this will be your what. But you need something to do. It's not only for the athletes; it's for everyone in life. Sometimes I meet people and they say, "Ask, what is your hobby? What are you doing when you are free?" I don't know, nothing. It's strange. These people will have problems sooner or later in the future, because you need something to hide, to go away when you have some problem somewhere, and to get the energy to refill your batteries to come back and work even harder.
How did the skills and qualities you developed as an athlete help you succeed in your current roles in leadership and governance?
You know that gymnastics is not an easy sport, so the first thing they taught us at that time, it was like discipline. Discipline, and then everyday work. And with everyday work, of course, my coaches, both coaches, I only had 2 coaches in my career, they were really strict coaches. They exactly knew what they want from us. Every training was planned. Even after training, they took care of us, and this was sometimes not quite well accepted by us, but okay. And I think everything this helps. It then helped me later in my career, and this is something, you know. Now I meet a lot of people and businessmen, I don't know, people on high positions, and they say, "Oh, we would like to have the athletes, high-level athletes." They are happy to employ them if they have a chance, because they know that if you want to achieve something, you need to work hard. You need the discipline. That they can rely on you. Everything, and this is what you get through sport, especially if you stay long enough in the sport. My career was long, so it was nothing special for me. So if I want something, I know that you need to put a lot of energy, a lot of time, and there are small steps. Not okay, I will try. If it's not working, finish. Let's go. I do something else. No, you need to work hard. This is the most important in life, I think, also.
So for the last question, as you already gave an advice to athletes that they must have a side hobby, but what would you tell athletes so they can more smoothly transition from their end of career to other career? Based on your experience, maybe what would you do different? What would you tell other athletes to do?
Education. Education is really the most important in my opinion. So don't forget about the education. So this was my mistake. I'm pretty sure it was my mistake that I didn't do it continue as I should do it, as all the normal people. You can always find a way. You can do it a little bit slower than people who are not high-level athletes, but still you need to continue, because once you are out, it's so difficult to start again. So this is the first thing, and don't wait until the last moment to start thinking about, okay, what I will do tomorrow. You need to prepare. You need to think about slowly, see the options, maybe try something even during the career. Otherwise, at the end, it's a big shock. One moment you have a lot of time, don't know what to do, and you think, okay, life is easy, I will do something, but it's not going this way. You know, it's easy. If you know something, like your sport, you know how to adapt, what to do, what you need to do first, what you need to do or where you need to take care of or be more focused. But when you start something new, you are not experienced as here, and it will not go like just straight. This is my two advices. I don't know. This is what I would do different.
Thank you for your time and answers on your insight on dual career. Thank you.
You're welcome.